Good afternoon to all of you. It's my privilege and honor to come and speak about the resilience as well as the academy of resilience. Now, before I begin my speech, I have a quote which says about how much is too much. And then there is also a quote which talks about there are two set of people, one who are destined to succeed and one who are determined to succeed. I'm sure that many of you would be talking about who are determined to succeed. I also come from the same chapter. Now, on a personal level, I have realized that many a times resilience, both praise and pain, have made me what I have. Reached to a level whereas I'm able to speak on my experiences to all of you. And that also helped me to navigate through a rough seas of life. Whether I was rejected for 27 rounds of interviews altogether, or when I was getting a lot of praises and applause across the globe. Now, this was not an easy task when I was, doing a cultural assessments in Europe or our transformational activities, places like in Belgium or in France, and then moved to China, whereas it was altogether a new story for me. Now, when I was there in China, I thought that it would be very easy. I was beaming with my own self confidence, have achieved wonders in my past experiences. And then there it comes as a brunt of on my face. My employee opinion survey drastically failed. The opportunity for me was immediately put myself down and start thinking about what went wrong and then make sure that that gets communicated as transparent and then build the trust among the employees. Luckily, the next year when we went through this survey, our survey results were almost at 90%. That was one part of the alchemy of resilience what I have undergone through. Now, running a mission like Akshay Patra, and then once I was going through all this all together, now, going from India to unknown territory and then leading that almost for 25,000 employees, it was an uphill task altogether for me. But then you realize and you start working upon it. And once I came back, and then that was the time when I came back to India and then got into another organization as board of directors and taking care of a greenfield project. Suddenly something realized. And that realization was how much is too much? What is your purpose? Am I going through the purpose what I always dreamt for? Or am I now only minting money, I, me, and myself? Now, the question is, have you ever faced a situation where you felt of giving up? Did you give up? Or what drove the resilience in you? Now, let me tell you another story. At the time of pandemic, whereas everything was locked down and people were not allowed to move outside of their home areas, and this gentleman, he heard about it sometime on the newspaper as well as on the television. He took his bicycle. He was a cook, and he knew that if I come on the main road, he is going to be hit or he is going to be stopped. So what he did, he started riding his bicycle on the fields. And then before reaching the kitchen, he was hit black and blue by the local administrations. That didn't shattered his mission. That is still he made sure that he is reaching out to the kitchen and started preparing. Some people asked him, "Why did you do that?" He said, "I cannot make myself or save myself and make those people being exposed who are not having food. Let me prepare this food for them and make sure that it is given across." So, that kind of resilience and that kind of people, when you are dealing with, you need lot of activities and lot of transformation journeys to make sure that they are motivated, they are engaged, and they are driving the right performance culture altogether. Resilience, is a mission like ours requires a very strongly motivated and dedicated team, building trust and fostering culture where everyone gets an opportunity to thrive. And that voice matters most. We shifted from a transactional to a transformational culture, turning workplace into a happier and a safer zone. Now, bridging these gaps and fostering a culture of trust, being heard, being valued, and supported in our purpose journey was paramount importance to all of us. Apart from this, I for we, embracing the spirit of we at everything we do. Many a times in the corporate world or even in the personal side, we start talking so much I, me, and myself. Are we saying that let's all do it? We won. Many a times that lacks, and that is where we are trying to build upon to make sure that there is a I for we culture across the organization, and that is giving us a very positive impact altogether as far as our culture goes. Continue in embracing a constant learning. Now that is 70-20-10 model. You will be surprised to know that 1 lakh man hours of training programs are happening year on an year basis. 70% is something what you learn on the job. 20% is through peers and mentors, and 10% is only in the classroom training. Are we able to understand that? Are we able to experience that? That is the game changer for us altogether. Apart from this, what very important is that you are passionate, you are purpose driven, your heart is within organization, but what matters is the results. We drove a performance driven culture across the organizations. Resilience is not just about enduring, it's about evolving, it's about innovating and staying committed to greater purpose. In life's battle, sometimes you lose, and it is a learning curve. Transform and create change. Let's embrace it together. How will you turn your struggles into strengths? How will you transform your setbacks into opportunities? This is something which I wanted to let you know and think about it. We will all go through a lot of roadblocks. What very important is your mind. Are you ready to give up, or are you ready to fight your own battles? That is where you have a pressure, you have a tendency of going back, or you take it head on. And once you start taking head on, very important is the integrity, very important is your values, very important is your purpose getting aligned what you are doing. And if that is getting aligned, I see that that is a part of alchemy of resilience which will make you victorious in days and months to come. Thank you very much for your time.